Imagine waking up one morning. You reach for your phone to buy food. Transaction declined. It's not because you lack money. It's because you lack the mark. No mark. No access. No survival. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's a prophecy, a warning that has echoed through the corridors of history for centuries. Preachers have spoken of it from pulpits. Kings have feared its implications. Entire nations have debated its meaning. It's famously known as the mark of the beast. But what is it, really? A physical implant, a global digital currency? Or is it something for a deeper choice that humanity will one day have to face? The story begins nearly 2,000 years ago, on a lonely, windswept island in the Aegean Sea called Patmos. Here, an old man named John lives in exile. He wasn't a criminal. He was banished for his unwavering faith. One day, as John looks toward the heavens, the sky itself seems to part. He is pulled into a series of staggering visions, a glimpse into the future of humanity. These weren't just dreams. They were divine warnings, recorded for all time in the book of Revelation. John watches in horror as a terrifying system rises to dominate the entire globe. The Bible calls this entity the beast. It's not a single person, but a colossal, worldwide power structure. It is powerful. It is influential. It controls governments, international trade, and the very laws that govern societies. And behind its gleaming facade of progress and unity lies a singular, chilling goal: to command absolute loyalty from every person on earth. John then sees a decree go out to the world. The announcement is clear and absolute. All people, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, must receive a mark. This mark is not optional. Without it, the basic functions of life come to a grinding halt. You cannot buy. You cannot sell. You cannot participate in this new global society. Your life as you know it effectively ends. This mark is not forced upon people with chains or at the point of a sword. Instead, it is offered with the promise of convenience. It guarantees food on your table, safety for your family, and the comfort of belonging. To accept the mark means peace with the system, a return to normalcy in a world of chaos. To reject it means total isolation, being cast out as an enemy of progress. This is the moment where faith is no longer a private belief, but a public declaration. John notices a critical detail in his vision. The mark is placed into specific locations, on the right hand or on the forehead. In ancient scriptural symbolism, this is deeply significant. The forehead represents your thoughts, your beliefs, and what you worship. The hand represents your actions, your work, and how you live your life. This reveals a profound truth. The mark of the beast is not just a physical token. It is a spiritual allegiance. It signifies that your mind and your actions are in complete alignment with the beast's system, not with God. And then comes the number, a symbol that has fascinated and terrified people for millennia: 666 in biblical numerology. The number 7 represents divine completeness and perfection. The number 6, falling just short of 7, represents human imperfection and falling short of God's standard. The triple repetition, 666, symbolizes humanity's ultimate rebellion attempt to create a perfect world, a utopia, by its own power, completely independent of its creator. It is the number of man trying to be God. But the story does not end in darkness. Just as the beast prepares to mark its followers, the vision shifts. God places his own seal upon the foreheads of his people. The beast's mark is a symbol of ownership and control, demanding worship. But God's seal is a mark of belonging and protection. It is not an instrument of commerce, but a promise of a relationship. One mark leads to temporary security in a failing system. The other leads to eternal life in a kingdom that will never end. The prophecy of the mark of the beast was not written to create fear about the future. It was written to create awareness in the present. It's a timeless call to be discerning. Be careful what systems you place your ultimate trust in. Be careful which authorities you obey without question. Because the greatest compromises we make in life never begin with a loud demand. They begin with a quiet whisper, a small concession for the sake of comfort or acceptance. The mark of the beast is ultimately a story of choice. A choice that isn't just for some distant future generation, but one that echoes in the decisions we make every single day. And so, the final question remains for them and for us. Who, or what, has your loyalty? Choose wisely. Thanks for watching. If this story made you think, please like and subscribe for more content that explores the deeper questions of life.